What if I told you that some of the most significant turning points in history happened in complete secrecy? Entire wars have been shaped, countries have been toppled, and global powers have risen, all because of covert military operations that were hidden from public view. But what are these secret missions, and how exactly did they alter the course of history? In today's video, we're diving into the world of secret military operations that changed everything, and the truth behind them might just surprise you. Stick around, because some of these stories are truly unbelievable, and one, in particular, will make you question everything you know about modern warfare. Let's begin. Imagine, during World War II, Nazi Germany seemed unstoppable, advancing across Europe. Yet, there was one secret operation that would change the course of the war. Operation Overlord, more famously known as D-Day. The Allied forces needed a way to invade Nazi-occupied France and turn the tide of the war. So, they crafted a brilliant plan to deceive the Germans about where and when the invasion would happen. Using fake armies, radio transmissions, and misleading information, they convinced the Nazis that the invasion would take place somewhere else. The real landing, of course, occurred on the beaches of Normandy, and the success of this operation began the downfall of Nazi Germany. What makes this so incredible is the level of secrecy and deception involved. Thousands of lives depended on the enemy believing a complete lie. The fate of Europe hung in the balance, all because of a well-executed secret. Another operation that shaped history was the Bay of Pigs invasion. In 1961, the US government, under President John F. Kennedy, secretly trained Cuban exiles to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist regime in Cuba. The plan was simple on paper: invade Cuba and ignite a rebellion that would topple Castro. However, this mission was doomed from the start. Poor planning, lack of support, and failure to maintain secrecy led to the operation's quick failure. Castro's forces easily defeated the invaders, and the US government's involvement became public knowledge, leading to embarrassment on the global stage. But, more than that, this operation set the stage for the Cuban Missile Crisis just a year later, bringing the world to the brink of nuclear war. It's fascinating how one botched mission could create such far-reaching consequences. Next, let's travel back in time to ancient history, to the Trojan War. You've probably heard of the famous Trojan Horse, but did you know it was one of the most effective secret military operations in history? After years of battling the Trojans with no success, the Greeks pretended to retreat, leaving behind a large wooden horse as a supposed gift of surrender. Unbeknownst to the Trojans, inside the horse was a group of elite Greek soldiers. The Trojans brought the horse inside their city walls, thinking they had won. That night, the soldiers emerged, opened the gates for the Greek army, and the city of Troy fell. What's amazing here is that this simple trick changed the course of the war and became a legendary example of how deception in military strategy can lead to victory. It's proof that sometimes the most straightforward plans, executed with precision, can have the biggest impact. Let's fast forward again to World War II with one of the most daring and influential secret missions: Operation Valkyrie. This was an assassination plot by German officers to kill Adolf Hitler and overthrow his regime. In July 1944, they planted a bomb in a conference room where Hitler was meeting with his top officials. The bomb exploded, and while several people were killed, Hitler survived the attack. The failure of Operation Valkyrie didn't just seal the fate of those involved, but it also crushed any remaining internal opposition to Hitler. Had this secret mission succeeded, the war might have ended much sooner, sparing countless lives. It's astonishing how close they came to altering the course of history with one swift operation. The line between success and failure in these covert missions is often razor thin, but their impact can be monumental. In the Cold War, another covert mission that shaped world history was Operation Ivy Bells. In the 1970s, the US government conducted an underwater espionage mission to tap into Soviet communications in the Sea of Okhotsk. Using submarines and deep-sea divers, the US placed a wiretap on Soviet underwater cables, allowing them to listen in on sensitive military communications for years without the Soviets knowing. This intelligence was crucial in understanding Soviet military strategies and maintaining a balance of power during the Cold War. The secrecy of this mission was so well kept that even decades later, it remains a fascinating example of how technology and covert operations can go hand in hand to alter the course of history. One operation that may not immediately come to mind is Operation Mincemeat during World War II. This secret mission involved using the corpse of a homeless man to deceive the Nazis into believing that the Allies planned to invade Greece and Sardinia rather than their actual target, Sicily. British intelligence planted fake documents on the corpse, which was dressed as a Royal Marine officer and left to wash up on the shores of Spain. The Nazis took the bait, redirecting their forces away from Sicily and allowing the Allies to launch a successful invasion. This brilliant plan, which seems like something straight out of a spy novel, shows the creativity and ingenuity that can go into secret military operations. It also highlights how deception can play a pivotal role in achieving military objectives. One of the most famous covert missions in history is Operation Eagle Claw, the failed attempt to rescue American hostages in Iran in 1980. After Iranian militants seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking 52 Americans hostage, President Jimmy Carter authorized a secret rescue mission. The plan involved a complex operation using helicopters and planes to infiltrate the country and extract the hostages. However, mechanical failures and a sandstorm caused the mission to be aborted, and during the retreat, a helicopter collided with a transport plane, killing 8 U.S. servicemen. It's a stark reminder that even the best-laid plans can go wrong, with far-reaching effects. And finally, we can't talk about secret operations without mentioning Operation Paperclip. After World War II, the US government secretly recruited more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians, including former Nazis, to work on American scientific projects, including the space race and the development of rocket technology. This controversial operation played a crucial role in advancing US military and space capabilities, but it also raised ethical questions about using former Nazi personnel. Operation Paperclip had a profound impact on the development of modern technology, particularly in the fields of aerospace and missile development, and helped shape the Cold War competition between the US and the Soviet Union. As you can see, secret military operations have played pivotal roles in shaping world history, often with consequences far beyond their original scope. From deception tactics to high-risk rescue missions, these covert actions have changed the course of wars, influenced political outcomes, and even advanced scientific progress. What's fascinating is how much of this history remains shrouded in secrecy, even today. So, which of these operations surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And before you leave, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to stay updated on more fascinating stories from history. Thanks for watching.